Hope is Where the Heart is a tell-all tale of a very raw time in your marriage. What made you want to write this book?
We see people that need hope.
If there's one person that we can offer hope to, that in everyday life, yes, it can stink, but you can find hope. There is another side to the situation.
So this book has purpose. You felt in your heart it had purpose, and you were okay having all of this out there because you want to help other people.
Correct. I do. I think that for me, knowing that someone who may be scared or doesn't know where to turn, if they can pick up this book, because I know I did when I was going through my toughest times, that it helped. And it brought me hope.
What made you want to stick this out? Or did you just want to walk away?
I built 20 plus years with this man. And it wasn't a bad 20 plus years, you know? It was good. Did we have fights? Did we have arguments? Everyone does. So I didn't know that it was as bad as it was getting. So no.
I did walk away. I ran away.
You did.
And the primary reason behind that is I just thought Shannon didn't care anymore. Sometime way before the actual event when I left, or even in my affair, I had determined in my mind that Shannon didn't care about me anymore. But we all have these little insecurities that become great if we don't address them. We all have things we've dealt with in our life that they make a mark on us. And when they make that mark and other people touch it or kind of make reference to it, it rises up in us a lot of emotion, right? And so in my life, I was against Shannon just about. Now, I didn't fight her. We didn't argue a lot at that point, but I had pretty much disconnected my intimacy from her. And I'm not talking sexually. I'm talking about the open and honesty and being able to be safe with each other. We were roommates.
You were checking out.
I was checked out. I checked out a long time before then.
Just an emotional disconnection that happened over a period of time.
We learned how to fake it. And I think a lot of people do that. And I was a minister, and I just didn't feel like I had the luxury to step up in front of people and tell them how bad my life was, because they were all coming to me to have answers and coming to her to have answers. And now here I am, and I don't have any answers for me.
What made you want to keep working at this?
I always wanted to make my marriage work. I came from a broken family. So even though we had no children, I still did not want to follow suit. I wanted to make a difference and be different in my marriage, and I wanted to make it work. I figured you're going to have to work with anybody, right? So I might as well work with him. I've known him for 20 plus years. I grew up with him. It was not all bad. It was good.
And you knew the good Jimmy was still in there.
And I knew the good Jimmy was still in there. He was just lost at that moment in time.
Well, it's true, and Shannon's the hero of our story for 100%. But I've heard her say this, and it really has brought consolation to me, which is she said, Jimmy was a good guy doing bad things. But I'll say, we're in our second marriage. The first marriage needed to die. It was a one that didn't have communication. We didn't understand each other.
How do you live with yourself?
I think you have to be able to accept what's happened. As much as I regret the past and think through all of the things that I said and did, one thing I'm aware of is I can't change them. The best I can do is, for those I've hurt, is show that I'm sorry